Hi everybody and welcome back to Lockdown Kitchen. Just waiting for a few of you to join. Just washing my hands. Hi Bev, how are you? Just cleaning my hands before we start. Okay, today at lunchtime I'm making a goat's cheese salad. Okay, and tonight I'm going to do Vietnamese noodle salad with chicken. Bun ga sao. Okay, so for the goat's cheese salad, I've just been up to the village to get a baguette, which I ate some on the way home. Hi Fran, hi Michelle. And then I've got a goat's cheese log like that. Hi Mum! How are you, Mum? Hi Uncle Ken and Auntie Anne. So this is just a typical goat's cheese log that you buy in the supermarket. It's really inexpensive. It's only a couple of euros. So we're going to put the goat's cheese on the baguette in the oven to cook, and then we'll make the salad and the dressing. Okay? So we've just been up to the village to get this. I ate some though, and Daisy gave me a bit of a fright today. We were just walking around the village in all the back streets, so there's no cars. And I just said to Daisy, I said, oh, at the end of the walk, should we go to the market to visit the butcher? And that was it. She was off. She went the whole way on her own. She went like 4 streets. Thank goodness there was no cars. She's never done that before. So she obviously understands butcher very well. And she was off and gone. So yes, bit of a fright for me, but never mind. And it was funny because when she got there, all the neighbours were there and they were like, Daisy, what are you doing? Where's your mummy? So yes, anyway. So I've just put the bread on the tray, the slices. Hi Izzy. Just getting rid of those crumbs. And then I'm cutting some goat's cheese, 8 slices as well, to put on the bread. 7, 8. Okay, so that's just on there like that. Okay, I'm putting this. Hello Yana from Moonlight Gold Mine. How are you? How's Wolf going? Yana's got a new puppy dog called Wolf. So she's a full-time mother at the moment. So on top of the cheese, I just sprinkle a little bit of thyme. Like that. Just a drizzle. Daisy, you going to say hello? You going to say hello? I forgot to save you some cheese, didn't I? Whoops. Bit of salt and pepper on top of that. Jenny, hello. Michelle Anderson, hello. Jenny from Sydney. Woohoo! And then I just drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Okay, I'm making one for Leslie too, because I can't eat all this. We're getting a bit depressed here, I have to say. Didn't have a good day yesterday. It's just dragging on a bit too long. All good here, Yana. Okay, Wolf, the puppy dog, is asleep. Okay, so I'm just putting it in the oven like that. 200-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, so now I will make the salad plate. Get that ready. Just doing a quick wipe down of the bench. And I'll talk about my Meredith Dairy apron in a minute. Because this class is dedicated. Hi Lucy, bonjour, ça va? Is dedicated to Richard Thomas, actually, my old flame, my ex, the Big Cheese, or Mr. Cheese as he's known. Okay, so for the salad, I bought a lettuce yesterday and I just washed it and I've left it in the bowl in the fridge overnight so you can hear how crunchy that is. Beautiful and crisp. So just put 4 leaves around the outside of the plate and then break a little bit up as well on top, which will give you some height, because whenever you've got height, things always look more lush and pretty. Okay, and then the cucumber, I'm just going to peel off 4 slices like that. Just makes it look pretty when it's on the salad. Just slice those. And then I've got a tomato as well. So just slicing that. Okay, and then you just place the tomato and the cucumber on the lettuce. Very simple. Do a bit more tomato. Yeah, so we've got another 2 weeks of severe lockdown. Well, 12 days now. And then we start our first phase of coming out, but that doesn't really change my life very much. Beaches are still closed, restaurants are still closed. So it's a bit depressing really. It's just dragging on. No one can get here, the EU borders are closed. So it's all a bit boring. So there we go, I've got a really pretty salad plate. Okay, I've got a question here. Meredith Dairy's goat's cheese has gone to the dogs. Can you please ask Richard what happened? Really, has it? Okay, I'll let Richard know. What can you tell me about it? Are you talking about the feta? Please tell me. So anyway, now I'm going to make my French dressing, which is a great recipe to have. You can make a jar at a time, like this. Then it keeps in the fridge for months. So all there is to it is main ingredients, just to get your lid off. Main ingredients are olive oil and cider vinegar. The goat's cheese. What, the soft one, Jenny? The Sherv or the flavoured one? Yeah, that's because Melissa isn't helping them. That's right. So I will tell you that story in a minute. I'll just get this dressing done. So you can use the jar as your measure. So the ratios of this are 2/3 olive oil and 1/3 vinegar. Okay? It used to be Divine, now Bog Soft. Yeah, I'm not happy with their packaging, their changing of their packaging with all the goat's cheese. I've never been happy with it really. I think there's better ways to package than that. Okay, so basically you can see there's like 1/3 vinegar, 2/3 olive oil. Just put a touch more for good measure. Okay, screws on like that. And then I'm going to pour that into the bowl because I want to use a whisk to whisk all this up. So basically you just give it a big squirt of mayo. Any mayonnaise will do. This is the only one I've got. It's the posh Japanese one, but anything's fine. Big spoon, like a really heaped tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Salt and pepper. Quite a bit because remember you're making a big quantity that will last. A little bit of sugar, like a teaspoon. Put a blockage there. The $13 jars. Okay. Right, so you're talking about the marinated feta. Okay, all right. Well, last time I was home, I had some. It was my father's 80th birthday, so I did a bit of a cheese thing for that. And I thought it was okay, but that was last year. So anyway, I'm sending this to Richard after class, so I'll get him to comment and I'll come back to you on that. Okay, now I'm just looking for my knife. There it is. The last ingredient in the dressing is some lemon juice. Okay, and then all we do is we whisk that up, take all the mustard off the spoon, just stir it around, and that will emulsify and become thick with the mayonnaise and the mustard. I'll show you in a sec. Put that down. La 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 la. Tucker looks good, thanks Jen. Yeah, nice healthy salad today for lunch. I need it. So you see how it's difficult to see. But you see how that's thickened up? It'll be easy with the spoon. See, it's quite thick, and then I just give it a taste. It's a tiny bit tart, so I just add a little bit more sugar. I'm going to add a bit more mustard as well. I like it really mustardy. So I'm putting another big spoon in. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, so that's all there is to it, and then you just pour it back into the jar without getting it everywhere. And voila, you have a beautiful jar of dressing. Hi Tim, how are you from America? And that keeps in the fridge for months, so it's a great thing to have on hand. Okay, so let's talk about Meredith Dairy. Just turning that oven up a bit so it hurries up and cooks. Yeah, so anyway, I met Richard Thomas in a cool room at Simon Johnson Fine Foods in Fitzroy back in the day, and we got together, and not in the cool room but afterwards, and you know, ended up dating for quite a few years. And Richard's just, you know, a fantastic person with lots of stories and jokes and anecdotes, fascinating history. And we ended up living at Montsalvat together, which is an artist colony on the outskirts of Melbourne, which consists of about a dozen small buildings where all different artists live. And we lived in the tower overlooking the stone swimming pool, and I had a couple of peacocks as pets, and it was just great. It was really interesting. And I worked at Yarra Valley Dairy with Richard, and there we used to make Persian feta, or he made the cheese and I used to marinate it. So after that all fell through at Yarra Valley Dairy with the Moonies and Richard, I went to Meredith Dairy and taught them how to marinate the feta. Richard gave them the recipe for the cheese, and I taught them how to marinate. And back then, you know, in the day with my gumboots and my hairnet, I used to make 50 jars a day, and that's how it all started. It is now a multi-million dollar business where they make 5,000 jars a day or more, and it's sold worldwide now in America, Australia, all over the place. You can buy it on Amazon, you know, it's in all the supermarkets, it's everywhere. So they have a fantastic business. And I also, when I was there, well, it was my recipe that I made. It was goat's cheese with dill, like it's a goat sherb with dill. And that actually went on to, well, it's won lots of awards in Australia, but it won the best flavoured soft cheese at the World Cheese Show in England a few years ago. So that was exciting. Unfortunately, I don't get any recognition or money, but anyway, it's a nice thing to remember that I did. So yeah, so Richard and I had a great time, and he came over to visit me in Europe many times. He took me to a Gorgonzola factory, really interesting things. It was just fantastic. So good idea for a class. Yes, Jennifer, so you'd like me to, royalties from Melissa, yeah, I wish. Like my book in Vietnam too. So Yeah, I could teach you how to marinate a feta, but the problem is it's sourcing good feta. And Meredith Dairy, it is an outstanding product. It's the best marinated feta of its kind in the world. You know, it's really up there as it's the best. So, and unfortunately, the feta I can buy here at the supermarket is from Greece, and it's not great. So I could still teach you the marinade though. That it's very easy. So anyway, I'll think about that. Okay. All right. Now let's check this goat's cheese. See how that's going. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. As you can see, it's starting to puff up like a little souffle. Okay, and the bread's crisping up as well. Just needs 1 more minute and then we can serve it up. Okay, so I'll just dress the salad in anticipation. So you just take a few spoons of the dressing and drizzle it over the tomatoes and cucumber. The French love their salads really, really well dressed, which I find a bit hard. This one's okay because it's a tasty dressing, but when it's just like half a cup of olive oil on green leaves, I just find that too strong. Actually, I'll leave that out for the photo. I'll just get Daisy so she can say a quick hello and you can all tell her how naughty she was today. Yes. Oh, did it wake you up? Here she is. What a cheeky monkey, hey? Running off on your own to the butcher. But anyway, at least she knows how to social distance. She sits on the line and doesn't go too close to the next person. So she's very good. But she got spoilt today. Mummy bought a steak haché, which is a raw hamburger. So, she had a bit of mince meat, didn't you, darling? Yes, and you're tired. I know. I know, yes. Another big yawn. Have you got a kiss for Mummy? Thank you very much. Thank you, that's a good girl. Yes, Mummy has to remember how clever you are and she better not ever say, let's go to the butcher again. Okay? Yes, thank you. I know, you loved the meat, didn't you? Hi, Uncle G from Singapore. Daisy's saying hi and yawning at the same time. Okay, we'll put you down. There you go. You can go on the table for a minute. Now, what about some cheese? A little bit of cheese for Daisy. Here we go. Through the window. Can everyone see Daisy on the table? There we go, look. What do you think about that? Bit of mozzarella. What a lucky doggy. I'll clean up later, don't worry. It is very clean here, even though I put her on the table. Okay, I will get the... Jenny's having a good laugh. I will get the cheese out. It's ready. Okay, that's just lovely now. You can see, I'll just show you, that the cheese on top has just started to go golden brown. Okay, so you just put 4 on per serve. I wish you could eat this, Dad. Dad loves goat cheese. Actually, I'm going to put 5 on just to cover the hole in the middle. Okay, so that's all there is to it. It's a really simple recipe. Might look a bit long-winded. I'll put a photo of that on Facebook and Instagram in a minute. And I will see you tonight at 5 o'clock, those people in Europe that will still be awake, to make bun ga sao. What was on those toasts? Goat's cheese, Jenny. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, so tonight it's a rice noodle salad with chicken and lemongrass on top. So it's really yummy. And it's a budget meal too. Okay, well thanks everyone for joining and hope you have a great day and see you later. Okay, bye.